Hey everyone, welcome back to Arts and Crafts with Besa. Today we're going to be working with Gimp. Now Gimp was really popular when I was younger and we would make really cool Gimp bracelets and keychains. Gimp is like a plastic type of like friendship bracelet, but it's plastic and they come in really cool colors like this gold, and I'm going to use this blue today. So the hardest part about working with Gimp is getting it started. But before we get started, we need to figure out our length. I like to do a wingspan length and cut it with some scissors. Nope. We're gonna cut it with some scissors. So we're gonna have one long gold string, and then we're gonna take the blue and do a long blue string. If I can find the end of this. And make sure they're the same size. And then just cut off so they're the same size. We're gonna take it in half and fold it in half, just like this. Here, I'm gonna zoom you guys in. What we're gonna do is make an X or like a plus sign like this. Like this. So I have my gold piece on top and my blue on the bottom. I'm gonna take my blue on the bottom and go over like that. Looks like that. I'm gonna keep my thumb in the middle so I don't lose track, and take this side and go over as well. So once I have those, we're gonna take the gold side and go over this piece and under the other and pull it through like that. And then we're gonna take this piece, this piece, and go under the right piece. So once we have that, we're gonna pull it together and start our knot like so, and pull it tight. So the back of it should look like this. This will focus, should look like that, and this is what the front of it should look like. So once we have our knot going, it's pretty straightforward from here. You can kind of see the pattern and how to follow along. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do it one more time. Let's take these into an X so we don't get confused. I recommend doing this, or else like all of the Gimp pieces get kind of confusing to keep track of. So pull that together, and we're gonna take the blue on top, go over, other blue, and go over like that. And then we're gonna take the right gold, go over and under. Once again. Sometimes the plastic bends and it'll show up on the side of it, so make sure they all lay flat while you're doing this. And you'll get what I mean when you're following along doing the Gimp. And then over and under to this one. And then we're gonna pull the stripe. Like that. You can see it forming along. Forming a keychain. I'm gonna time lapse and keep on going. Okay, this is a perfect moment when I'm talking about the plastic getting twisted. So you can see here, if I pulled it through, it would be twisted on the right side. So I gotta make sure it's flipped like that. See, now it is not bent at all, and it should lay flat on the side stitch like that. You just have to be careful when you're working with Gimp because the plastic tends to fold over and make knots like that. And if you're like a perfectionist and don't like that in the keychain, I would just keep an eye out for that and pull it tight once again. And as you can see, our keychain's coming out gorgeous. So now I'm about, I don't know, it depends how long you want your keychain, but as you keep on going, it gets a lot easier to control the cords because you have like this base to grip onto and hold down the bunny ears. So I'm gonna continue box braiding off a video because these do kind of take a long time to do, and I want like a good full length keychain to put on my keys. So I'm gonna do this off camera and I'll come show you guys my final product. All right, to finish these, you can keep braiding as long as you want. I'm gonna end mine right here. I'm gonna make the same kind of knots that we've been doing all along. You could just knot this whole thing off and do it like that, but to make it a little bit more closed off. We're gonna continue on doing the same type of knot that we've been doing all along. We're just gonna make sure it's really loose before we do any of the knotting pieces. So essentially what you want to do here is take the blue string and knot it towards the middle across the other blue string. It is really weird, but just try to follow along as best as you can. Then I'm taking the gold one and looping it around the other gold string and bring it up through the middle, and that should create our knot. Everything together as tight as we can, making sure everything's secure. Then I'm going to take my scissors and cut it to a length that I think that I like the most, and you're pretty much done with our keychain. It's the finished lanyard. And now what you can do is take a key ring and put it right there and make it a keychain. Put it right on your keys and it'll look great. You can give this as a gift to your mom or dad. Keep it for yourself. You can keep braiding on the long lanyard and actually make like a really long necklace, or you can make a really long bracelet. I've seen people do rings and etc. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.